Hello, and welcome to Working with Miniatures. My name is Jim, and today we'll be batch priming models. These models will be from two box sets, both by Reaper Miniatures, the first being Savage Beauty and the second being the Villagers of Kullhaven, Townsfolk 1. Let's get to it. To start, I used poster tack to attach the miniatures to small sections I cut from a 1-inch dowel rod. These will serve as my painting handles. For the trays, I made holders out of dowel scraps and luan with 1 1/8 inch holes drilled into them. I made 2 of these with 5 slots for smaller projects, and a large 30 slot tray for larger projects. The box sets have quite a few models in them, 9 in the Savage Beauty box and 13 in the Kullhaven box. For priming, I normally use my Iwata HPC Plus because it has a larger needle, but because I just got the Iwata HP BH, I wanted to try it out. In the future, I only use this airbrush for fine details and not priming. I wanted to see how well the smaller needle could handle the Vallejo matte black primer straight out of the bottle. This was a mistake. I tried various ratios, 4 parts paint to 1 part thinner, and I eventually ended up with 1 part black paint to 1 part thinner. In the materials list I put airbrush flow improver, but I generally don't use flow improver for priming as it slows the drying time and I want the primer to dry as fast as reasonably possible. I hit all of the miniatures with a light coat of black and let it dry completely. I'm not too worried about getting every single spot, as any unpainted areas will be easily identifiable once the primer dries. By the time I finish the last miniature, the first one I painted is already dry, so I can immediately start on the second coat of black primer, ensuring there are no missed spots and that each figure has a smooth, even coat. After cleaning the airbrush out, I swapped to Vallejo's gray primer. I was able to use less thinner as Vallejo's gray primer isn't as thick as the black primer. I spray a light zenithal coat moving from 50 to 90 degrees. I rotate the model, repeat spraying from these angles. Once I spray the last miniature, I return to the first model and start spraying the second light zenithal coat, this time only from 70 to 90 degrees. Once the second coat is done, I immediately clean out my airbrush, pack up my toys, and then I'm ready to paint. For this project, the lessons learned is that Vallejo's matte black primer requires more thinner than the lighter gray. I have some reds, greens, and brown primers from Vallejo as well, but I've never used them and I'm not exactly sure how much thinner they'll need. I am interested in finding out in the near future though. Looking forward to those projects. I think that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. And if you like the content of this video and would like to see more, please like, share, and subscribe. This is Jim with Working with Miniatures. I'm truly grateful for your time today, and I bid you a fond farewell. Till the next time.